From Hollywood, it's time now for... Johnny Dollar.
My name is Hardy, Mr. Dollar.
Yes?
I'm returning the call you made to Mr. Ellis Rasmussen. If you will state your business, I shall be glad to transmit it to him.
You tell Mr. Rasmussen I'm an insurance investigator from Hartford, and the matter involves a member of his own family.
Oh, young Mr. Rasmussen?
Yes.
Could you hold on a moment, sir?
I could.
Mr. Rasmussen will send a car for you at 6 o'clock.
Look, I can take a cab. Oh, well. Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Universal Adjustment Bureau, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Rasmussen matter. Expense account item 1, $204.35, airfare from Hartford to San Francisco to Los Angeles. Trying to compile the details of the Rasmussen case. I'd been on it 3 days when I was stonewalled in Los Angeles with a Holmby Hills address and the phone number of Ellis Rasmussen. At 6 o'clock, a liveried chauffeur in immaculate uniform stepped up to me at the desk.
Mr. Dollar?
Yes?
My name is Stauffer, sir. I have Mr. Rasmussen's car outside.
Well, gee whiz, Stauffer.
Ain't it the truth, sir?
A few minutes later, when we turned into the lush green Holmby Hills section, I had a suspicion I was about to deal with a bona fide millionaire. When we parked in front of the big two-story colonial home and a man with graying hair and swallowtail coat stepped out of the door, well, I knew I was going to meet the real article.
I'm Hardy, sir.
Hello, Hardy.
Mr. Rasmussen is waiting for you. This way, please.
We stopped in front of a huge paneled door. Hardy tapped on it once, then pulled on the knob. As we entered, a tall man with a shock of pure white hair rose from his chair and turned toward us.
This is Mr. Dollar, Mr. Rasmussen.
I want about 4 fingers of sour mash. What do you want?
You took the words right out of my mouth, Mr. Rasmussen.
Very good, sir.
He's a pretty nice fellow.
We're all pretty nice fellows around here, Mr. Dollar. Sit down.
Thanks.
Could you hand me that lighter?
Oh, sure. Here.
Thank you. What are you doing in Los Angeles?
Why, federal underwriters of Hartford wrote a blanket policy for all Imperial Rubber Company employees. Your son was an executive with Imperial when he was killed in Malaya last spring. Federal owes his widow $25,000.
I don't know where she is, Mr. Dollar.
I see.
I doubt if you do. Let me put it this way. I never met the young lady. Fred married her one night in Elko, Nevada. 2 days later, they were on their way to Malaya. 6 months there, and the development station was raided by guerrillas one night. And I suddenly no longer have a son. Have you eaten your dinner, Mr. Dollar?
Oh, I wouldn't want to trouble...
Hardy, set a place for Mr. Dollar.
Very good, sir.
Well?
Well, I thought she might phone me when she got back with the States. She never did. Never a letter, nothing. I'm old and sick, but I still want to see the girl my son married. It's not an easy thing to lose a son, Mr. Dollar. And I lost a good one. I lost the best son a man ever had.
I'm sure you did, sir. To your son.
To Fred.
During dinner and afterward over coffee and liqueurs, I listened to the story of Ellis Rasmussen's life. It came from the lips of an old man who was dying, but in whose eyes I could see reflected the memories of a brawling, bustling life that started in an Oklahoma oil field and moved to Alaska and Arabia and Africa. More and more during the talk, I began to know his lost son. For in everything the old man had to say about himself, I could sense an unmistakable reflection of his son. Finally, I thanked him and left.
If I may say so, I do hope you'll call soon again, sir. Mr. Rasmussen enjoyed your visit very much. I haven't seen him so much like his own self since we received the terrible news of young Mr. Rasmussen's death.
He must have been quite a man, Hardy. Young Fred Rasmussen.
He was, sir. All of us miss him dreadfully. None of us ever met Mrs. Rasmussen, and we were most anxious to receive her, especially after young Mr. Fred's death.
I imagine so.
The car's all ready, Mr. Dollar.
Good night, sir.
Good night, Hardy.
Fine night, Mr. Dollar.
Yeah. Stauffer,
Yes, sir?
I didn't want to press the point with Mr. Rasmussen, but now maybe you can straighten me out. Did he approve of his son's marriage?
Let's put it this way, Mr. Dollar. Mr. Rasmussen approved of Mr. Fred. And if Mr. Fred got himself married, then Mr. Rasmussen approved of the girl. Between them two, they had that kind of understanding. Real people.
Expense account item 2, $1.98, telegram to Personnel Division, Imperial Rubber Company, requesting a copy of all information they might have on Laura Olson Rasmussen. Item 3, $6, one long-distance phone call to the Universal agent working the case in San Francisco.
Mrs. Rasmussen left the Malaya Peninsula by boat from a town called Cochette 3 days after the news of her husband's death. A week later, she booked plane passage in Hong Kong with Trans-Pacific Airlines. She changed planes in Honolulu. She cleared the Port Authority in San Francisco. From there on, we lost her.
Get a list of all the passengers who were on that plane.
Okay.
Get someone checking the hotels in the Bay Area. She might have checked into one when she hit Frisco.
Okay.
Now listen, we're looking for a woman whose husband was brutally murdered about 2 weeks before she got back to the States. If she's anything like I think, she was probably about at the end of a rope. Now start asking questions at places where people like that go.
Right.
On Wednesday morning, I rented a car. That's item 4, $25, and made the rounds. First stop, Los Angeles Board of Education. By 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I had found 35 Laura Olsons who had attended public school in Los Angeles and were more or less in the proper age bracket. The next day, the folder arrived from Imperial Rubber Company. Among other things, it contained a passport picture and a complete description of Laura Olson Rasmussen. She was a blonde girl with a pouting, sultry kind of mouth and wide, dark eyes.
You down there.
Yes?
What do you want?
I'm looking for Mrs. Frances Olson. Are you Mrs. Olson?
I don't want to buy nothing.
Do you have a daughter named Laura Olson?
Are you a policeman?
No, I'm an insurance investigator. I'm trying to locate Laura Olson Rasmussen.
Well, how'd you get this address? What's that?
A picture of her.
Let's see. That's my Laura. What about her?
I've been trying to locate her for some time. Is she here?
No, she ain't here. She ain't been here for 5 years.
Do you have any idea where I can find her? Friends, maybe? Other relatives?
You say her name's Rasmussen now?
Yes, she married a man named Fred Rasmussen.
Married? Well, ain't that just something?
You didn't know your daughter had been married, Mrs. Olson?
How would I know? How would I know anything about her?
Saturday at noon, a registered letter arrived from the agent in San Francisco containing the list of passengers who had been on the plane with her. 3 of the names were in the Los Angeles area, including a Mr. Oberlin who lived in Pasadena.
Well, sure I remember her. Real pretty. We sat together all the way from Honolulu. What's up?
We're trying to locate her, Mr. Oberlin. Did she happen to mention her plans when she returned to the States?
Plans?
You know, what hotel she might be staying at in San Francisco? Or if she was going on to another city?
No, not her.
You say that very emphatically.
Yeah, I guess I do. You didn't have to show me a picture. You know, a guy always prays he'll meet someone like her on a plane, you know what I mean? Yeah, live it up. Yesterday's gone, she said tomorrow ain't here, and the only thing we got is today. Yeah, we had a swell time.
You're sure about this?
We were pretty chummy, pal, if you want the truth of it.
Mr. Oberlin, did she mention anything about being in Malaya before she boarded that plane? Then she didn't tell you that her husband had been killed a week before.
Killed? How?
He was murdered by guerrillas in Malaya.
Oh, no, she didn't mention that. She didn't mention that at all, Mr. Dollar.
Johnny Dollar.
This is Hardy, Mr. Dollar.
How are you, Hardy? How's Mr. Rasmussen?
He's not so well, sir. That's why I called. Could you possibly find time to visit him?
Tonight?
May I send a car right away?
Is it serious?
He's dying, sir.
I knew why he wanted to see me. Have you located my daughter-in-law yet? No, I haven't located her, Mr. Rasmussen. But I know something about her. I know she drank whiskey and flirted with a fat salesman on an airplane all the way from Honolulu to San Francisco. I know her mother's a drunk. I know she didn't think enough of you or your son to contact you or anybody else when she got back. Mr. Rasmussen, it looks to me like your daughter-in-law is a first-class bum.
Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in just a moment. Our daily lives are sharply affected by world news. And for a complete roundup of the news every single weekday evening, just keep your dial on CBS Radio for the news broadcasts of our famous CBS newsmen, Edward R. Murrow and Lowell Thomas. Hear up-to-the-minute news with Edward R. Murrow and Lowell Thomas on CBS Radio. Now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Rasmussen Matter.
There was a black coupe with MD on the license parked in the driveway of the Rasmussen house when we pulled up. In the bedroom, a silvery-haired man in a black suit was sitting beside the bed that held Ellis Rasmussen. He was introduced as Dr. Butler. Then I shook the hand of Mr. Rasmussen. Someone suggested that Dr. Butler might like to use the library for his calls. And I was alone with the old man.
If you want some whiskey, I keep it in the sideboard over there.
Not now, thanks. I wish I had some news for you, Mr. Rasmussen. We're finding out things, but we haven't found her yet.
What things?
Oh, things. Nothing important.
Dollar, if I judge you right, you know your business. And if you haven't found my daughter-in-law by now, you've certainly found out what kind of person she is, so tell me.
I haven't met her. I don't know.
You're being evasive.
I don't work for you, Mr. Rasmussen. I'm an insurance investigator trying to locate a woman and pay off a claim. If I don't find her, the case will just have to sit. Unless you or someone else concerned makes a report to missing persons. Then the cops can take over, and maybe they should right now.
My son was a fine man. I can look back on all the years I had with him and be proud of every year and every day. He married a girl named Laura Olson. I don't know where she came from or who she was, but I know my son wouldn't have married her unless he loved her, unless she loved him in return and was worthy of his love.
You know a lot, Mr. Rasmussen.
Perhaps I should go to the police.
No, don't do that. We'll find her, Mr. Rasmussen. We're getting it narrowed down. Well, I'd better leave now.
As you say. Mr. Dollar.
Yes, sir.
I want to see her.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry I talked to you the way I did.
Phone call for you, Mr. Dollar. Would you like to take it in there?
Oh, yeah, sure. Keep an eye on him, Hardy.
Trust me, sir.
Johnny Dollar.
This is Officer Daly, Los Angeles Police.
Oh, yeah?
You the insurance guy looking for a Laura Olson Rasmussen?
Yeah, have you got anything?
We got her.
Huh?
She's here with the rest of the girls in the drunk tank.
A drunk tank will always smell of disinfectant. This one was no different. There are no bunks, no chairs, no blankets, no nothing. So you stand or sit on a concrete floor and wait for something to happen. The legal period is 24 hours. You get rebooked or you get released. It all depends.
What's the story on her, Dollar?
I've got a check for $25,000 for her.
Gee, insurance money?
Yeah?
Quiet! Quiet in there! All right, quiet down! You girls better learn to get along.
Which one?
Back there, sitting on the floor.
Oh, brother. What's the situation?
If somebody comes up with bail, they can have her.
Expense account item 7, $100 bail. While I was waiting around, Officer Daly broke open a file on her. A dozen aliases, a dozen charges, and one conviction for shoplifting. A career of petty thievery that began at the age of 16 and ran up into a 22nd year. Expense account item 8, $35 telegrams. I sent wires to all parties concerned, all parties except Ellis Rasmussen, ordering a stop on their activities since Laura Olson Rasmussen had been found.
Over there.
Who are you?
My name's Johnny Dollar.
Thanks for getting me out. Why?
I did it for a friend.
Friend. I didn't know I had any.
Expense account item 9, 20 cents, 2 cups of coffee. We had it in a diner across from the women's section of the main jail. I looked at Laura Olson Rasmussen while she drank the coffee. Looked at the blonde hair and the wide eyes and the pouting mouth. Looked at the woman who had once been the wife of Fred Rasmussen.
What's the catch, mister?
No catch.
You put up $100 for me. I don't know you from a load of coal.
No, you don't. Where do you live?
I've been staying at the Piedmont Hotel. You know where it is?
No.
Well, not many people do. Especially people with clean shirts.
What have you been doing since you got back from Malaya?
I've been getting along. You got something to do with Fred? You know about Malaya?
I know about a lot of things. I've been looking for you for a month.
So what?
Why didn't you contact your father-in-law when you got back?
Why should I? What would he care about me? He never met me. What do I mean to him?
Right now, since he no longer has a son, you mean everything to him.
You're kidding me, mister.
I wish I was kidding you. I wish to heaven I was kidding you.
Well, what now?
Oh. I want you to come over to my hotel with me.
Oh, now look.
Just sign some papers. I have a check for $25,000 for you.
What was that?
Your husband was insured. You're his beneficiary. All you have to do is fill out an application. I'll give you the check.
I don't believe it.
It's true. Come on. Expense account item 10, $2, cab fare to my hotel. I took her upstairs with me, stood over her while she filled out the necessary papers. Outside of that, we didn't say a word. Johnny Dollar.
This is Stauffer, Mr. Dollar. Hardy asked me to phone you to see if there's any word.
Oh, yes.
Well, what'll I tell him, Mr. Dollar?
Tell him no luck yet, Stauffer. How's the old man?
About the same, sir. Counting on you, I think.
I'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir.
Here you are.
Okay. Thanks. Here's your check.
Anything else?
Nope. That's it.
Okay. See you around sometime.
Sure.
Fred told me about a man named Stauffer who worked for his old man for years. Was that him on the phone just now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was going to say to the old man, but I did know I was hoping that if Rasmussen had to die, that he'd die before anybody told him the kind of daughter-in-law I'd turned up. I didn't want to be in on that. Expense account item 11, $83, hotel bill. I checked out at 5:30, picked up my airline tickets at the desk, that's item 12, then sat around the lobby for 5 minutes. Item 13, 2 drinks for myself.
Mr. Dollar,
Yeah? Oh.
I read in the paper that Ellis Rasmussen is dying. Is that true?
That's true.
Mind if I sit down?
Suit yourself. What are you drinking?
Nothing. I know why you didn't tell them you found me, and I don't blame you. Fred's dad is anything like Fred was, then I know how you felt. Finding me the way you did.
Let's forget it, Mrs. Rasmussen, shall we?
I'd like to meet Fred's father.
So you want to meet him, huh? The human thing would have been to see him when you came back. But not a line, not a word. That old man in that house knows his son was really a man. And on that basis, he believes, without seeing you, that his son married a real woman. He had love and sympathy and help and devotion and all the things you don't seem to have any use for waiting for you in that house. Oh, never mind.
I loved Fred. Loved him from the first minute I saw him. I didn't go in. Couldn't you see me, cheap, rotten, dirty little me? Couldn't you see me walking in there and saying, I'm me? Couldn't you see that mother of mine moving in? What would that have done to the old man? It would have crushed out his whole memory of Fred. But don't think, Mr. Dollar, I haven't got my memory, too. I didn't drink that away. I was loved by a man. And I loved him back. I've still got that.
I'm going out there pretty soon. Would you like to meet him?
Do you think I can?
I think so. I think so very much.
Oh, Mr. Dollar, I've been waiting in the lobby. I thought you might be here. How do you do, miss?
Stuffer, I'd like you to meet Mrs. Rasmussen.
Well, my. I'm mighty pleased to meet you. The boss will be mighty happy.
She dried her eyes in the car. I didn't say much. She didn't say much. But in the half hour it took to get out to Holmby Hill, something happened to her again. The something that must have happened when the big arm went around her shoulders the first time.
Good evening.
Mrs. Rasmussen, Hardy.
How do you do, Mrs. Rasmussen? We're very happy to see you.
Thank you, Hardy. Fred spoke of you often.
That was kind of Fred. This way, please.
Come in.
I think you can introduce Mrs. Rasmussen, Mr. Dollar. Ring if you need me, sir.
I'm scared.
Laura, if there ever was a man for you not to be scared of, it's that man in there.
How can I tell him about myself? I've been in jail. I can't.
Watch.
Well, Mr. Dollar, come in.
I've brought someone for you to meet, Mr. Rasmussen.
Come here. You'd be my son's Laura. Yes, you're Laura.
Hello.
Yes. Oh, now, there. Here, now, look. Us Rasmussens mustn't meet like this, with tears.
So much I have to tell you.
No. There's nothing you have to tell me.
What?
Let me put my arm around you. There. Now, feel it? Mm-hmm. You're my daughter. Do you understand that?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Then that's all the explanations we need between us. Yes. Hardy.
Yes, Mr. Rasmussen?
Bring Mrs. Rasmussen some brandy, I think. And I'll have some sour mash. Mr. Dollar?
Sure. Make mine sour mash, too, Hardy.
Very good, sir.
Expense account item 14, $40. Miscellaneous. Item 15, $35, stenographic. Expense account total $1,965. Remarks? The old man's got a few weeks more. Laura's moving into the house with him to take care of him. She won't be telling him a lot of things about herself. She doesn't have to. You should have stood there like I did and seen that big arm go around her shoulder when he said, "You're my daughter." Yeah. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Our star will return in just a moment. Folks abroad want to know more about us Americans, how we live, how we eat, what we do in our leisure time. You know something? You can help promote international goodwill by corresponding with someone abroad. For the name of a correspondent, write to Letters Abroad, 45 East 65th Street, New York. That's Letters Abroad, 45 East 65th Street, New York. Stay tuned for 5 minutes of CBS News to be followed over most of these same stations by the FBI in Peace and War. Now here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, one cute, tiny little mouse, that's right, mouse, almost scares a big insurance company out of business. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood. Written by John Dawson, it is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in tonight's cast were Virginia Gregg, Gene Tatum, Eric Snowden, Roy Glenn, Will Wright, Frank Nelson, and Jack Crucian. Musical supervision is by Amerigo Marino. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Dan Cubberly speaking. From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
Pat McCracken, Johnny, Universal Adjustment.
Oh, hi, Pat. What's on your mind?
The sleek, lovely, beautiful Ellen Deer.
On the strength of that description, I'll take her.
And she's loaded. $325,000 worth of jewelry.
Hey, that girl needs a bodyguard. Sweet.
Yeah, Johnny needs a guard of some kind, only she isn't a girl. She's a boat.
I've just lost my enthusiasm. What's the matter with the old tub?
That's what I want you to find out, Johnny.
That last crack suddenly got me interested again. Okay, Pat, I'll be right over.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Western Maritime and Property Insurance Company, Los Angeles, California. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Ellen Deer matter. Expense account item 190 taxi from my apartment to the offices of Universal Adjustment Bureau in Hartford. Pat McCracken's usual smile was noticeably missing when I walked in on him.
Come in, Johnny, and sit down.
Thanks.
Oh, and you're to bill Western Maritime and Property on this one instead of us.
Okay, but how are you involved?
We handle all their claims that are of any size. Story. You ever hear of Randolph Berman?
I know of a jeweler down in New York.
That's the one. And if you know him, Johnny, you've been putting too much gravy in your expense account.
I said no of him. Didn't he bring in the Star of Cape Town and the Kamandu Emerald?
That's right. Everybody seems to think he's a crook, and yet somehow he manages to handle some of the finest jewels in the world.
How can an honest man afford it?
This time it's the Bettenhouse collection. It's out of Hungary.
Oh, yeah, I read about that. Only I thought somebody down in Mexico owned it.
Yeah, a fellow named Rigo Mariani, down in Guadalajara. He's the one who sold it to Randolph Berman.
Okay, now. Is this Ellen Deer you mentioned Berman's wife?
No. Former wife. He's on about his fifth. All beautiful, dumb dolls. But more important, it's the name of his 72-foot motor cruiser. And the Burmans have been traveling around in it, down the coast, through the canal, along the coast of Central America, and so on. Anyhow, when he got word that the Bettenhouse collection could be had, he wasted no time in getting to Guadalajara.
And that's where Western Maritime and Property comes in.
Right. They had already written a policy on the boat for $52,000. Their main office in Los Angeles was close at hand, so he had them write the policy on the jewel.
Is that where Berman is now, in Los Angeles?
Oh, no. He's still in Mexico. Didn't want to move with those priceless rocks until he was certain of the insurance. And before Western would write it, of course, they wanted the collection appraised.
Naturally. But who in Mexico?
Jacques Jean-Pierre, the famous gemologist, was right there in Guadalajara, to look over the collection himself. So he made the appraisal. The policy has been issued. $325,000.
I still don't see anything wrong with the whole deal, Pat.
Well, there isn't anything wrong with it yet. But in spite of Berman's standing in the profession, his reputation, it isn't everything it might be.
Yeah, come to think of it, wasn't there a killing or two involved in this acquisition of the Star of Cape Town?
There have been several things like that. He's been involved in attempts to smuggle in some valuable pieces. He always managed somehow to come out smelling like a rose. Legally, perfectly clean, you understand?
But you still don't trust him?
Oh, no. And with his planning to carry that load of stuff around in his yacht.
Yeah, I see what you mean. If anything happened to those rocks or the boat, over $300,000 right out the window.
Exactly. Now, belatedly, Western is worried about it, and they'll pay good money to have you assuage their worries. You have a Mexican tourist card?
Sure, from my last fishing trip down there.
And I think you better go down and guard that collection until Berman gets it safely up into the States. He's considered quite the host. He'll probably be perfectly willing to have you aboard.
Now, this is the kind of assignment I like. Yachting in the Blue Pacific. But surely he hasn't got his boat parked in Guadalajara. That's over 100 miles inland.
No, it's at Mazatlan. And from what I've been able to learn, it's surrounded by armed guards, day and night, while he has some engine work done.
But as soon as that's finished, he'll head north to the States.
So he says. Got a branch office in Los Angeles. He'll probably deliver the collection there. I just want to be sure he gets there, Johnny.
Okay, Pat. You can wire the boys at Weston that I'm on my way. Item 2, 191.40, plane fare and incidentals, Hartford to Mazatlan via Los Angeles. The first leg of the flight to L.A. was uneventful. Except for a good-looking young blonde from Santa Barbara, whom I promised to look up as soon as this case is... Well, that's not for the expense account. When we arrived at the Los Angeles International Airport, I learned that I'd have a three-quarter-hour wait for my plane to Mazatlan. So I grabbed a magazine, that's item 3, 35 cents, when I heard my name being called on the PA system.
Johnny Dollar, reports to Pan American Airways desk.
With the thought in mind that perhaps my little friend from the plane might have decided to stay over in L.A. Her name was Rita, by the way. I lost no time in getting over to the Pan Am desk.
Mr. Dollar?
Yeah?
Johnny Dollar?
That's right.
I'm Arthur, Western Maritime and Property Insurance Company.
Oh, yeah, how do, Mr. Arthur? Planning to go on down to Mazatlan with me?
No. But meet Monsieur Jacques Jean-Pierre.
Monsieur Dollar, I am honored.
How are you, Mr. Jean-Pierre?
This is the gentleman who appraised the Bettenhouse collection for us.
Oh, yes, I am
so
an
that they could
expert.
issue the policy on it to Mr. Berman.
Oh, yes.
Yes, he's done this sort of thing for us many times.
Oh, I do not
Now,
have
I'm
any...
afraid that he's brought us rather bad news.
Something's already happened to the collection?
Well, not exactly. Not for the whole collection.
No, not the...
Please. That is, I'm not quite sure. What I mean is...
Yeah, just what do you mean, Mr. Arthur?
Perhaps I should explain to Monsieur Dollar, eh?
Well, I think somebody better.
Yes, you go ahead, Jacques.
Yeah, very well.
And while you're doing it, I'll cancel the rest of Mr. Dollar's reservation to Mazatlan. Yes, I'll do that. Oh, Claire...
Oh, no, wait a minute. First, let me find out what this is all about.
Oui.
Oh, very well. Jacques here was in Guadalajara when the Bettenhouse collection became available for purchase.
Yes, Monsieur Dollar. I had gone there in the hope that some of the pieces might be purchased separately.
So?
Alas, such was not the case. The Mariani firm decided to dispose of the collection only as a whole.
I see. Well, what's this bad news you have?
I am getting to
Yes,
that.
you see, it's
Please.
Well, then go ahead, Jacques.
Thank you. Monsieur Dollar, interested as I was, I looked over the collection very carefully, each individual piece. And you must believe me, to an expert like myself, every facet of every gem has a character all its own. A precious stone is like a face to me, always to be remembered.
Yeah. Well, go on, please.
I simply wish to make it clear to you, monsieur, that every item in the Bettenhouse collection is completely familiar to me.
Oh, it is?
As are many other important gems throughout the world. You know, each is like a friend.
And each stone in him is like a face.
Precisely. Always to be remembered.
Yes.
Allô.
Well,
The collection is purchased by Monsieur Randolph Berman.
Yes,
Yes,
Mr. Berman.
please. He wishes to insure it in Monsieur Arthur's company.
yeah, I know all that.
Well, Monsieur Arthur requests by telephone that I appraise it.
325,000.
Then you know.
I know.
So I stay at Guadalajara a few days to wait Monsieur Arthur's check for my service.
You want to be sure to check.
Please. I visit some of my old friends among the jewel setters. And then, on the third day, what do you think happens?
You tell me.
Johnny, this is it. In the shop.
No, please,
Yeah.
Monsieur
I'm sorry.
Arthur. In the shop of my friend Garcia Hernandez, I watch him work on the mount for a beautiful diamond. And suddenly, I see that the stone is an old friend.
One from the Bettenhouse collection?
Oui. The Calabar diamond that was supposedly in the possession of Monsieur Berman.
You're sure of the identity of that stone, Mr. Jean-Pierre?
Please. As I told you, monsieur, a precious stone to me.
Yeah, it's like a face to you. So what you figure, Arthur, is that you've insured a boatload of $300,000 worth of gems on the way to the USA, and maybe they're not on board.
Exactly. Unless, of course...
Mr. Jean-Pierre, did you tell Mr. Berman about this one stone?
Oh, I went immediately to Mazatlan, where I knew he had his boat, the LMD.
Well, what did he say?
Alas, he had sailed away.
Did you learn his destination?
Oh, yes.
Los Angeles, Johnny, right here. He has a branch office.
Well, has he had time to get here yet?
I don't think so.
Have you tried radioing to his yacht?
No, I've done nothing. You see, I didn't learn about this until Mr. Jean-Pierre arrived just a few hours ago.
Yes, I came up on the aeroplane, the better to arrive and speak with Monsieur Arthur before Monsieur Berman would arrive.
Do you know where Berman plans to dock his boat?
Well,
Probably the port in San Pedro, if he is coming here. But who can be sure? Usually on vacation trips, he docks down the coast of Balboa, the yacht club. Or who knows, he might even...
Yeah. He might have no intention of coming up to the States at all. He might not even have the jewels with him. Arthur, do you know where his branch office is?
Oh, yes, it's in Los Angeles. Well, actually, it's in Beverly Hills.
Got a car?
Yeah.
Then let's go. Though he couldn't quite put his finger on it, Arthur was convinced that Randolph Berman was up to something and that his insurance company was going to have to take the rap. On the way into Berman's Beverly Hills office, we dropped Jean-Pierre at the Beverly Hilton and told him to sit tight in case we needed him again. Berman's office was in a nice modern building on South Beverly Drive, tastefully furnished with pictures of various famous jewels on the walls, but with nothing of particular value in evidence. However, I did notice that one wall held a built-in vault big enough for a reasonably sized bank. We were approached by a hand-rubbing, obsequious little character dressed in striped pants and cutaway coat and wearing thick glasses.
Good morning, gentlemen. Is there any way I may be of service to you?
Yeah, I think there is. Are you the...
Mr. Arthur, forgive me. I didn't recognize you for a moment.
Mr. Corello, this is Mr. Johnny Dollar.
Hi.
How do you do? Is there something I may show you, Mr. Dollar? Some little bauble, perhaps, for a charming lady?
Well, not at the moment, Mr. Corello.
Oh, Mr. Arthur, there's no reason to mail this to you. Let me see now. Oh, yes, here it is. Here is a request for slight revision of the policy on the Bettenhouse collection.
Oh? What's this?
Oh, the wire was sent by Mr. Berman just before he embarked for Mazatlan. I was going to put it into letter form to be more proper, but...
Well, now here, I'll read this. Please request Arthur revise Bettenhouse policy. Exclude Calabar diamond. Value $4,000, which I have sold private party in Guadalajara. Oh, well, we kind of guessed wrong, didn't we, Johnny?
Mr. Corello.
Yes?
Has Mr. Berman wired you whether he's coming here?
Oh, of course he is, with that collection.
When? When is he going to arrive?
Now, his lovely yacht, the Ellendeer, should reach San Pedro Harbor late tonight. But that's what he wired me, and I intend to meet him there.
Then I'm sure you won't mind if I go with you.
Oh?
Mr. Dollar is a special investigator.
Investigator?
Well, actually, I'm here just to help Mr. Berman protect that collection.
Oh, excellent. Then you can arrange for the police escort. Yes, and alert the harbor police to guard the Ellendeer, as Mr. Berman requested.
Did he request that?
Oh, indeed.
But apparently he hasn't been worried about anything happening to the collection while he's at sea.
At sea? Oh, surely you don't mean pirates or anything like that in this modern day and age.
You know something? At this point, I'm not quite sure what I mean, or even why I'm here.
Well, of course,
Well, of course what, Arthur?
Oh, excuse me while I answer that.
Well, I mean...
Berman jewels.
That is...
What?
Well, at least I'll feel better when the stuff is here in the vault.
Wait a minute.
Oh, no.
Corello at the phone, pale visibly, then gasped and clutched the back of a chair for support as he listened on the phone. His jaw dropped, his eyes widened, and he shook his head once or twice in horrified disbelief. Finally, slowly, he hung up and came unsteadily toward us.
Mr. Corello.
Yeah, what is it, Mr. Corello?
The Coast Guard.
Yes?
They said the Ellender, the yacht.
Yes?
Sunk.
What?
In 600 feet of water. In the outer channel.
Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in just a moment.
Democracy. What has it to do with money, the medium of exchange of mankind? A couple of thousand years ago, it was said that money alone sets the world in motion. That's one way of saying that money and economy are virtually one and the same thing. The economy of a nation depends on its commerce. Commerce depends on manufacturing and services. It has been proven that those nations which practice democracy have the greatest economics. That means money for more people, and a greater freedom of opportunity to earn a higher standard of living. That's why democracy provides mankind with its richest legacy of freedom.
Now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Ellen Deer Matter.
Expense account item 4, $7 even for a fast taxi ride to Coast Guard headquarters in San Pedro, which is really the port of Los Angeles. By dint of elbowing my way in, I got directly to Captain Barney Thorson.
Afraid you got only half the story, Mr. Dollar.
All I know, Captain, is that the Ellen Deer went down in some 600 feet of water in the outer channel. Total loss.
That's correct. However, what you don't know is that the passengers, Mr. and Mrs. Berman, and the crew were picked up and brought in here.
Oh?
Outside of a little soaking and a little scare, they were perfectly all right. You see, the Ellen Deer had apparently had some engine trouble before she left Mazatlan.
Yes, so I understand.
Mexican authorities, with whom we fully cooperate, notified us we'd better keep an eye out for her. So when she reached the channel, we weren't surprised to get a radio call from her asking us to stand by that Universal joint was kicking up.
Is that what happened?
By the time one of our cutters got within hailing distance, she was on the way down. That propeller shaft had whipped loose, torn through the hull, and the Ellen Deer was sinking fast. Ask me, that boat was overpowered, Dolly.
How do you mean?
Well, it must have been, because sheer torque tore the whole engine loose from its mountings, and it plowed through the bottom along with everything else on board that was heavy. There was a big safe, for instance, anchored amidship.
There was a what?
A safe, you know, a small, heavy steel vault.
Yeah, I know. That went down, too?
With the engine. It was all our boys could do to keep the owner from diving over after it. It was crying like a baby. You'd think he'd had the crown jewels in it.
Maybe you're not too wrong at that.
What?
Not the crown jewels, perhaps, but a collection worth something over $300,000. Now, what about salvage?
Salvage operations in 600 feet of water in that channel?
Oh, yeah.
No, Dolly. Salvage, even if it were possible, it'd cost a couple of times the worth of that stuff, at least.
The only passengers were the Bermans, huh?
That's right. Prove 3.
And they weren't able to save anything?
Nothing. Not of any consequence, that is. One of the crew didn't even have his shoes and his shirt on.
What about Berman and his wife?
It's funny what people will do in an emergency sometimes.
What do you mean?
Well, you've heard about the man whose house catches fire. He gets panicky, throws all the china and the glassware out the window, and carries out the mattress.
What are you getting at, Captain?
The only thing Berman saved in his excitement was 2 beat-up old hats and a fishing rod.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
And all his wife brought along was a handful of nylon stockings. She was hanging on to them for dear life. Oh, yeah, a big hat box with an evening dress half hanging out of it.
And that's all?
That's all. Hey, you know, that Mrs. Berman's quite a dish. Not too bright, but a real looker.
Where are they now, Captain?
They're headed for Beverly Hills. Beverly Wilshire was the hotel, I think. In any event, Dollar, I'm afraid your company is going to have a big, fat claim to pay.
On the yacht, yes.
What's that mean?
What do you think? Item 5, 320, long-distance call to the police in Mazatlan. I wanted to be sure that the Bettenhouse collection had been on board the Ellen Deer when she left port down there. Inspector Romulo assured me it had, that he'd checked the safe on the boat himself before allowing it to sail. Furthermore, he had insisted his own maritime service keep tabs on it up to the point where it made contact with the U.S. Coast Guard. In other words, the loot couldn't very well have been passed to someone else at sea. Item 6, $5.80 cab fare to Beverly Hills, where I dropped in at Berman's office.
No, Mr. Dollar. He and Mrs. Berman are at the Beverly Wilshire. I'm sure you understand it's been necessary for them to buy a lot of clothes and things.
Yeah, but he will come here.
Oh, yes, indeed. From his last phone call, I'd say he'll be here within the hour.
All right, then I'll come back. Please ask him to stick around and wait for me if he doesn't mind.
Of course, Mr. Dollar, I shall be glad to. Oh, incidentally, he has had me phone Mr. Arthur and ask that claim forms for both the Betton House collection and the loss of the cruiser be brought here to the office just as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I'd figured as much. Berman wasn't wasting any time. Oh, I know there still wasn't any concrete evidence that Berman was trying to pull a fast one. Ostensibly, the only reason for my trip out here was to watch over that fabulous jewel collection. A lot of good I'd been. He'd lost the collection and his boat, and the company'd have to pay. Then a wild idea hit me. I suddenly remembered something that had happened months ago, last July to be exact, when a big passenger liner, the Andrea Doria, had sunk off the Atlantic coast. According to the papers, when the survivors were brought into the port, the usual customs inspection was waived. And it occurred to me at the time that every one of those people could have easily smuggled in anything he could carry or conceal in his clothing. I'm not saying it did happen. I'm sure it didn't. But it could have. And if such an idea occurred to me, why not to a man like Berman, who was already pretty well known for his tricks to evade customs? Item 6, 20 cents, phone call to the Coast Guard and Captain Thorson.
Thorson speaking.
Johnny Dollar, Captain. Answer me just one question, will you?
Sure, what?
When you brought them in, were the Bermans required to pass through customs?
Well, no, of course not. There'd hardly be any reason to...
Thank you very much. Item 7, 10 cents, another call. This time to Arthur at Western Maritime and Property Insurance.
You caught me in the nick of time, Johnny. I was just walking out the door.
On your way to Berman's office?
Why, yes.
With a handful of claims forms?
Yes.
Now listen, get there as fast as you can. Get there ahead of him.
What?
So that you can see if he brings anything into the office, like the Betton House collection.
What?
Though I doubt if he'd be that foolish.
Foolish or not, how could he, Johnny? That collection, unfortunately, is at the bottom of the ocean.
Listen to me. Keep him there. Maybe on the pretext of having to wait for me. Any reason you can think of.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Just hold him until I get there, understand?
Very well, Johnny. But what are you going to do?
Arthur, I may have to break in and rob a hotel room. I went out and stationed myself across the street from the Beverly Wilshire. 5 minutes later, I saw Randolph Berman walk out the front door and head east on Wilshire Boulevard in the direction of his office on Beverly Drive. I waited a few minutes to make sure he didn't turn back, then entered the hotel. At the desk, I learned the number of Berman's suite on the 9th floor. Break in? It would have taken a battering ram. So I tried knocking.
All right. You don't have to bust down the door. What's the matter? You forget your key and... No. Get out of here, buddy. Randy said not to let anybody in. He's out buying us clothes.
Oh, he'd tell you to let me in, baby.
Hey, who are you?
Hernandez sent me up here from Guadalajara.
Oh, well, then come in. Oh, you are in?
Yeah.
Well, have a drink then.
No, thanks.
A girl's entitled to a couple of drinks after that dousing in the ocean, and you might as well... What about Hernandez?
Your husband sold him the wrong stone from that collection.
Sold? Oh, he gave it to him.
Oh, then you know about it.
Well, sure. So he could make a legit-looking change in the insurance and convince everybody he was on the up and... You sure you're from Hernandez?
You kidding? How else would I know about the whole deal?
I don't know. Hey, Randy said not to let anybody in here or he'd kill me. Dumb blonde, he called me.
You? A smart, beautiful girl like you?
Oh, hey, you're okay. My name's Vi. Come on, let's have a drink.
No, thanks. Listen, Vi. I've got to get the right stone from that collection, the caliber diamond. Then I'll leave this one I've got in my pocket here.
Which one you got? Let me see it.
Oh, no, only Mr. Berman. And only when he gives me the caliber.
Well, which one you got there, huh?
Oh, never mind. I'll show it to Mr. Berman.
I just want to see it.
Not until I get the caliber from the collection. So, if he isn't here, if he's taken it to the office, I'll just...
You think he's crazy? Let everybody know he... Let me see the one you have, huh?
Look, I just told you. Anyway, how do I know I can trust you? I didn't even see you in Guadalajara.
Oh, now you sound like Randy. Dumb blonde, he said. Keep the door locked. But I let the bellboy in with the drinks, and I let you in, didn't I? Well, let me see the one you got. Will you, if I get you the other one?
From the hat box that didn't have to go through customs?
How did you know? Hey, you're a cutie. I bet you read about the Andrew Dorsey, just like Randy did. Well, now let's...
Where's the hat box, Vi?
Now, wait a minute. Maybe I am dumb. Who did you say you are?
Where's the hat box?
No. No, I won't tell you. You get out of here.
Now, without the collection, Vi.
No, you can't. Randy would kill me. He'd kill me if he even knew I let you in here. Who are you?
Johnny Dollar, insurance investigator.
Oh, please, Johnny, get out of here.
The stuff in the bedroom?
You can't go in there. I mean it. He'd kill me.
Sorry, but that's your worry.
Oh, no. Stop it or I'll set your eyes out. No,
Hey,
you can't.
pull in those claws, baby.
No, you...
Well, I hate to do this, but...
No, help!
Oh, yeah, that's right. Get the manager up here. Get the police up here.
Police? Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Then you'd really be in trouble. You'd be better off if Berman tried to kill you. Now, where's the stuff?
It's in the closet, on the floor, in the hat box.
Thanks. Well. Just a handful, but worth a fortune. Well. Oh, now, wait a minute, girl. Put down that bottle.
I gotta stop you. He'd kill me, don't you understand? Just for letting you in here. You don't know him.
Look, baby, you're in this thing deep enough as it is. Don't try to make it any worse for yourself.
But when he finds out that I...
He's come back.
And I open up. Get my hands full.
What'll I do? Where'll I go?
Right here, behind this closet door. Quick.
Johnny,
Just stay there. Hang on to that bottle and think over what I told you about getting in deeper.
Will you correct me if I'm wrong, Conrad?
Hi, where'd you get these drinks? You let somebody in here. Bellboy?
And she closed the museum to the public. You saw...
Why, you half-witted bird brain, I told... Who are you?
The name is Dollar, Mr. Berman.
Insurance Dick?
I just dropped by to pick up the Bettenhouse collection.
Put it down, Dollar. I'm a good shot with this thing.
Yeah. And it wouldn't be the first time you killed over a handful of jewelry, would it?
That's right. Won't be the last. But you'll never know about it. Now, where's Vi?
How should I know?
She let you in here? I'll murder that dizzy blonde.
That dizzy blonde is a lot smarter than you think.
Where is she? What do you mean?
By helping me, she has a chance of getting out of this mess you've involved her in, of getting out clean.
That dirty two-timing... Dollar, I'm going to kill you.
You'd even like to involve her in that, too, wouldn't you?
Thanks for the idea. I'll make it look like she killed you.
Oh, no, you...
Nice work with that bottle, Vi. Well, he missed you.
Please, you won't let him...
No, don't worry, baby. He won't bother anybody. Not for a long, long time. Item 8, $245 even. Incidentals during a couple of days of relaxation under the California sun and transportation back to Hartford. Expense account total, $453.95. Remarks? By way of getting off as easily as possible, Vi sang like a canary, and incidentally cleared up a couple of other of his shady deals. Result? By the time his prison term runs out, he'll be too long dead to collect the insurance on his yacht. And the remarks, send a report. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, the DeSalle Matter, and I promise you a double-barrel thrill in it. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood. It is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote tonight's story. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Lawrence Dobkin, Howard McNear, Jay Novello, Jack Edwards, Barney Phillips, and Raymond Burr. Musical supervision is by Amerigo Marino. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Dan Cubberly speaking.
Johnny Dollar has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
From Hollywood, it's time now for...
Johnny Dollar.
Paul Brennan, Inter-Allied Insurance Company, Johnny.
Oh, hi, Paul. How's the world doing by you?
Oh, I got troubles.
Oh? Like what?
Like Albert W. Winkler.
Winkler? Who's he?
Maybe you mean who was he?
Well, which is it?
Well, that's the trouble, Johnny. We don't know.
Huh?
Well, he's disappeared, and with him a hunk of emerald worth exactly 100,000 clams.
Wow.
Well?
Sure.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Inter-Allied Insurance Company, Dawson Building, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Blooming Blossom matter. Expense account item 1, $1 even. Taxi from my apartment to the offices of Inter-Allied, where Paul Brennan wasted no time in getting to the point.
Albert Winkler was a partner in a small jewelry firm down in New York. Real exclusive type place.
Floyd and Winkler?
Yeah, that's the outfit. Well, a few days ago, they got hold of an emerald. It's called the Green Eye of Calcutta. And, Johnny, the darn thing's big enough to choke a horse.
Okay, Paul, okay. I don't think you need go any further.
No, wait. They planned to put it on an exhibition at the big international jewelry show in Chicago next month, and Winkler took it home to work on it.
Oof. Insured for 100,000, you said?
Yeah, and Winkler's insured for 10.
Okay, so who killed him and stole the rock?
Listen, will you?
Go ahead.
Well, Sunday morning, his partner Blewett tried to phone him at his apartment. No answer. So Blewett sauntered down to the office thinking he might be there.
But no sign of him?
Right. Nor of the Green Eye of Calcutta. Only a note Winkler had left the night before saying he was taking the stone home to work on it.
Wow. That makes it look as though maybe Winkler...
Listen. About that time, the phone rang there in the office. It was the police department, also looking for Winkler.
Oh.
Yeah, they'd been called by Winkler's landlord after a chambermaid had found his apartment completely ransacked and the old boy missing.
Uh-oh. Who's working on it? For the NYPD, I mean.
Sergeant Randy Singer, 18th Precinct, homicide. Old friend of yours, I believe.
Yeah, good man. Has he come up with anything?
Nothing. Well, Johnny?
Sure, Paul.
Now?
Now. Item 2, another $1 for a taxi back to my apartment where I slicked the stubble off my face, showered, dressed, and was about to head for New York when the phone rang.
Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar?
That's right.
Oh, good.
Well, who's that?
Oh, yes, of course, Mr. Dollar.
Huh?
I must talk with you, sir. It's important, very important.
Well, who are you?
Me? Well, this is Wilbert Kenworthy Blossom. Yes, and I must see you right away.
Well, what's this all about, Mr. Blossom, did you say?
Oh, why, that's right. How did you know that?
Oh, is this some kind of a gag?
It certainly is not. And to think that now I'll be working with you on a... Oh, it's wonderful, just wonderful.
What are you talking about?
Why, don't you see? I follow every single one of your cases, sir. Either in the newspapers or on the radio. Oh, I'm your biggest fan.
Is that all you call to say, Mr. Blossom?
It is not. I'm calling about the mysterious disappearance of Mr. Albert Winkler.
Winkler? You know something about him, his whereabouts?
I certainly do.
Where are you, Mr. Blossom?
Here at my house in New York, and I'll be waiting for you, sir. Goodbye.
No, wait. Give me your address.
Oh, yes, of course. How could you know where to come if I hadn't given you that?
Yeah.
That was silly of me. Well, goodbye.
The address, man, the address.
Oh, of course. Yeah. It's 825 East 73rd Street.
Item 3, $9.20, transportation and incidentals to New York City and 825 East 73rd Street. It turned out to be one of New York's famous old brownstone houses, well preserved and reeking of an era long past, when the city's wealthy and elite had built row on row of these monuments to a now forgotten financial aristocracy.
Oh, come in, Mr. Dollar. Come in. I'm Wilbert Kenworthy Blossom, and I cannot tell you how thrilled I am to be working with you on this.
I don't know how to describe it, but I'll try. The inside of Blossom's home was unbelievable. Ornate pre-Victorian furnishings, heavy velvet draperies, huge lamps and chandeliers, gilt-framed mirrors, even an ancient horsehair sofa. It was also filled with dusty piles of newspapers and magazines, hundreds of old books.
Travel books, Mr. Dollar, and mysteries. Oh, I just love mysteries.
One corner of the high-ceiling living room was piled with old trunks and handbags, an old carpet bag even. Boxes of tools and utensils were stacked about, an ancient Victrola, beat-up sewing machine.
You just never know when you might want to sew something, do you?
Old guns and pistols, some of them museum pieces. A stringless tennis racket. A pair of rusty handcuffs locked to the base of a floor lamp without a shade. A broken bicycle pump.
That's just in case I ever find a bicycle to go with it, you understand. Yes.
Against one wall stood an old metal cabinet loaded with rusty surgical instruments and a worn-out catcher's mitt. Yet directly opposite was a corner shelf full of priceless porcelain figurines and rare pieces of china. Some of the old clocks and jewelry on the mantelpiece were collector's items. Fine original oil paintings lay among piles of old shoes. All in all, it looked as though the contents of half a dozen pawn shops had been dumped into it.
At auction sales, Mr. Dollar. Oh, yes, sir. I just cannot resist an auction sale or a bargain.
But what are you going to do with all this stuff?
Oh, just keep it. I like it. I like a lot of things.
Yeah, so I see. Including 12 gross expensive superlative steel-tipped shoelaces patented 1841.
They were a bargain, Mr. Dollar. Just like all this fine artwork is, too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Some of my friends pamper me a bit, though. You know, send me things they pick up at sale.
Yeah, now look, Mr. Blossom, you told me you know something about Albert W. Winkler.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed.
Well?
And think of that magnificent emerald. Gone. Disappeared.
Yeah, but now you said...
And that poor Intralite Insurance Company. Oh, my. That's how I knew you would be called on this case. But $100,000 and $10,000 on Mr. Winkler.
Well, at least they're off the hook on him until he's proved dead.
Aha. And that's where I come in. With proof.
Proof? What proof? Have you seen Winkler?
Mr. Dollar, I have.
Well, where is he?
You understand, of course, that I know Mr. Winkler very well because I've seen him at his office so many times.
Yeah, okay, go on.
Oh, yes, indeed. Such beautiful, beautiful jewelry he had there. And, of course, he was always trying to buy some of the things I
But
had.
you say you've seen him where?
Well, Saturday I'd planned with a couple of old friends to attend a railroad auction. That was the Canyon City and Metropolitan Railroad.
Winkler was there at the auction sale?
Yes.
Did you speak to him?
Oh, no.
Oh, why not? You said you knew him.
Oh, I didn't go to the auction. I wasn't feeling very well that day. I had a little cough. It was kind of like that.
Then how do you know he was there?
My friends went, and at least they talked about going.
Mr. Blossom.
And I'm sure they did, too, because they sent me something from... And what do you suppose it was?
I don't know. I don't care. Now, look here. You got me to...
It was the very thing that has solved this whole case for you.
What?
And think of it. This dull, drab, dreary life of mine. has suddenly become... Why, it's almost like a mystery story, isn't it? Adventure and...
Look, Mr. Blossom,
Think of it. I'm being a detective. I'm working with my idol, the famous Johnny Dollar. Oh, George.
Mr. Blossom, what did they send you?
What's that? Oh, yes, of course. Here it is, sir. It's right here between the erector set and the golf clubs.
This old trunk?
That's right.
Great Scott, you think you do.
At first, of course, I thought of calling the police. But knowing all about you...
Mr. Blossom, let me see that. Excuse me.
There are a lot of crumpled newspapers on top.
Yeah, I see. As old as the trunk. Good Lord.
It isn't pretty, is it?
Sergeant Randy Singer, homicide. Randy, Johnny Dollar, get somebody over to 825 East 73rd Street right away, will you? Body of Albert Winkler. Randy got there in a matter of minutes. Got the same story from Blossom that I had, then called for the lab crew to come and take over.
Now, who delivered this trunk, Mr. Blossom?
Why, it was just a delivery man.
Can you describe him? Would you know him if you saw him?
Yeah, well, he was big and strong. He was very strong.
Distinguishing features, scars or a limp or a beard or something?
Well, I told you, Johnny, he was big and strong.
How old?
Well, I would say he was somewhere between 25 and,
Yeah?
50. Yes, I'm sure.
Well, that's a lot of help.
Yeah, you better have those thick spectacles changed.
But he was big.
Yes, we know, and strong. What about his truck?
Oh, I didn't see that. He left it outside.
No.
Now, look, these friends of yours who did attend the auction, who were they?
Oh, yes. Now the investigation proceeds. Now the excitement...
Who were they, Mr. Blossom?
Well, there's Randolph Harrison and Percival...
Randy Singer took down the names of Blossom's 3 auction-minded friends. The lab crew arrived. Randy took off to dig up Blossom's friends, and I took a cab. That's item 480 cents, to the apartment of Elwood Blewett, Winkler's partner in the jewelry business. Blewett lived alone in a modest but tastefully furnished 5 or 6 rooms on East 52nd Street.
Of course, Mr. Dollar. I'll be glad to help you all I can. Albert's death has been a terrible blow.
Yes. Well, tell me this, please.
Yes?
Did Mr. Winkler make a habit of taking valuable pieces of jewelry to his residence?
Yes, Albert often took pieces home with him to work on them, clean, polish, and so on.
Wasn't that a rather dangerous practice?
Frankly, I always thought so, but he felt there was far more chance of being robbed if he were alone at the office than at his flat, where he wouldn't be expected to have anything of great value.
Well, who has seen the Green Eye of Calcutta besides you and Mr. Winkler?
I'm not sure. Of course, almost anyone would have been able to recognize it.
Because of the publicity and pictures when you brought it over here?
Yes.
Come to think of it, Blossom indicated he'd been much impressed with it.
Wilbert Blossom?
Yeah. You know him?
He's been in the office many times. He and Albert were always bickering over pieces that either of
Bickering?
us had. Well, it was really something of a joke. Albert always wanted some of Blossom's heirloom pieces, and Blossom wanted some of the finer things we had.
Did he ever buy?
Never. He always wanted us to put them up at auction or at a bargain price. Hardly our way of doing things, needless to say.
When did you last see Blossom?
Why, last Friday. I was busy with an important client, and from the back room where Albert worked, I remember hearing Blossom insist that Albert show him the emerald.
What did he?
I don't know. The silly argument got so noisy that I closed the door on them. Oh, now wait. Certainly you aren't thinking that perhaps Wilbert Blossom...
I'm not quite certain what I'm thinking, Mr. Blewett. Item 5, 10 cents, phone call to Randy Singer.
No, not a thing, Johnny. One of the 3 names on Blossom's list is in Europe. The other 2 did go to the railroad auction, but purchased nothing.
Randy, do a couple of things for me, will you?
Like what?
Phone whoever is stationed at Winkler's place that I want to look it over.
Sure, everything is just as it was, including the poker that was used to kill him.
Also, I want a copy of the picture of the trunk your lab boys took and the list of Blossom's friends.
I'll have them waiting for you.
And post a man at Blossom's place. Keep an eye on him. Yes, right away.
Johnny, have you learned something?
No, just, just for his protection, say. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, but...
Blossom. Yeah, Blossom. Maybe I hadn't given enough thought to the strange little character, or to why the trunk with Winkler's body had been at his place. But if he were involved, why call me in? Cover up? Possibility. But Wilbert Blossom kill a man? Yeah, maybe he could. Maybe he did. I'd better see him as soon as I get through with the inspection of Winkler's apartment.
Mr. Dollar?
Oh, hi, officer. Did Sergeant Singer call and tell you that...
He's on the phone here in the Winkler apartment now. Wants to talk to you. Says it's very urgent, sir.
Okay, thanks. Johnny Dollar.
Johnny, how did you know?
Huh?
The man I sent to cover Blossom's house for you got there too late.
What?
Whoever got in and attacked the poor old coot got away.
Attacked? Blossom?
Yeah, really did a job on him. Johnny?
Okay, Randy. Thanks.
Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in just a moment.
Democracy. As everyone knows, democracy means many things. Self-rule of the people, a higher standard of living, freedom of speech, press and religion, rights and privileges, liberty. But the most vital promise of democracy is mankind's right to dignity. For it is through the dignity of man that democracy has given mankind its greatest legacy of freedom.
Now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Blooming Blossom Matter.
Expense account item 6, $2.25 for a fast taxi ride to 18th Precinct Police Headquarters.
All right. As soon as I got your call, Johnny, I sent a uniformed man over to Blossom's house. From the way you talked, I thought maybe you suspected him.
Yeah, Randy, I'm afraid I did.
Boy, how wrong can you be? Anyhow, when he got there, he found the front door open and Blossom lying in the dark hallway.
Where's Blossom now?
The hospital, but he's okay, just bruised up a bit. They're letting him out.
Fingerprints? Anything to go on?
The lab's checking on the prints right now.
Uh-huh. Let me know.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope. So, now let's find out who tried to put Blossom out of the way, and we'll have the guy who killed Winkler. And stole the $100,000 worth of emerald, then shipped Winkler's body to Blossom. Oh, and by the way, here's the picture of the trunk you asked for and the 3 names Blossom gave me. Harrison, Norton, and Scatterday. What are you going to do with them?
Randy, suppose the man who attacked Blossom is the one who did all the rest.
You got a better suppose?
Well, look, Randy, whoever wielded that poker on Winkler couldn't have been very strong. A really hefty wallop would have bent it out of shape.
And the lab agrees with you. But, of course, it didn't take much of a blow to finish off old Winkler. He didn't weigh much over 100 pounds, you know.
Yeah.
Any strong arm could have finished him off easily and without messing up the whole apartment.
And don't forget, whoever did him in also put him in the trunk and delivered it to Blossom's house. But why?
Yeah. Yeah, and where's the emerald? That's what you should be worried about. $100,000 worth of worry for your insurance company. Now, what are you going to do with that picture of the trunk and the list of Blossom's friends?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll see you later. Item 7, $5.50 for a taxi to the warehouse of the Canyon City and Metropolitan Railroad over in Jersey. There I finally managed to track down a man who knew something about their occasional auction sales of unclaimed baggage and stuff.
Insurance investigator, eh?
That's right, Mr. McKinney.
One of those boys with a fancy expense account, eh?
Well, that's a matter of opinion. Look, you had an auction sale here last Saturday, didn't you?
That's right, handled it myself. Want to know something about something we sold off?
Exactly.
Then I'm your man. Always remember all about every single item I sell and who bought it and all about it.
That's fine, because I want to know if any of the names on this list bought from you on Saturday.
Yeah?
Randolph Harrison. Man by the name of Harrison buy anything?
No.
How about Percival Wentworth Scatterday?
Nope.
Ellsworth Norton?
Nope.
You sure, Mr. McKinney?
I'm sure.
How about Blossom?
That a man's name?
Yes, Wilbert Blossom. Well?
No, sir. Nope, never heard of him. And like I told you, I never forget the stuff I sell or the fellas I sell it to.
Wait. This picture of a trunk. Huh? Have you ever seen this trunk?
Well, yeah.
Did you sell this trunk on Saturday?
Yes, I did.
To whom? Come on, man, it's important.
Well, I was real early in the sale. Yeah, before most of the people got here. Bought this trunk and had it sent to his apartment in New York.
And his name?
Well, it was a funny kind of name. Blinky or Winky or...
Oh, no.
Winkler. Winkler. That was it, Albert Winkler.
Item 8, $2, 2 drinks for myself at the nearest bar. But they didn't help to kill my feeling of utter frustration. Item 9, $5.50 taxi back to 18th Precinct headquarters in New York for want of a better place to go.
Oh, it's about time you got here, Johnny.
Oh?
We matched up the prints we found after Blossom was attacked.
You know who made them?
Yeah, here's his card.
Carlo Bernasconi. Any reckon?
Couple of a dozen arrests, only one conviction.
Anything to do with jewelry?
Better. Accessory to a hijack operation a couple of years ago. He drove the truck.
Hey.
Sure.
Got a mugshot of him?
We got him. Downstairs. Come on, I'll take you down.
Randy, what's he look like?
Like you'd expect the truck driver to look. Big husky brute.
Has he admitted anything?
Well, the threat of a murder charge made him talk all right, but none of it makes any sense.
Of course it doesn't.
But he's our boy, all right. He killed Winkler, beat up Blossom.
I thought your lab decided whoever killed Winkler was a small fella.
Yeah.
So the theory about the same man killing Winkler and beating up Blossom doesn't work.
But, Johnny, holy... Come on down. Let's talk to this Bernasconi.
After I make a phone call.
Huh? Who to?
Yeah?
Get me a man named McKinney, Canyon City and Metropolitan Railroad Warehouse over in Jersey. Make it fast, please.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you been over there, Johnny?
Just before I got here.
Did you find out anything?
No, but I'm going to now.
Like what?
Randy, for the first time, this whole thing is beginning to make sense.
Here's your party.
Mr. McKinney?
That's me.
This is Johnny Dollar, remember?
Sure do.
Good.
And say,
Now-
I've been reading in the paper since you left here about that body found in the trunk over there in New York.
Yeah, well, look.
Is that the same trunk you was over here asking about?
Yes. Now, you told me that trunk was bought by a man who gave his name as Winkler.
That's right.
You remember what he looked like?
Sure do. Why, I can give it to you as accurate as if it was in the police files.
Well?
Height, 5'9", maybe 9.5.
Go on.
Weight, between 155 and 58. You see, when I was young, I worked with a carny show guessing weight and height, and if I didn't guess it right...
Yeah, okay. Now, how about the color of the eyes?
Well, I noticed them because of the way he squinted through them thick, old-fashioned steel glasses.
Thanks, Mac. I'm sending you a 10 spot on the next mail.
Well, now...
Well, Johnny?
Come on, Randy. Let's go down and see this Bernasconi.
You find something out new?
Yeah, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Now, look, Bernasconi, you're in plenty of trouble for the assault on Blossom. Maybe even more. But I'm the man who can save you from a murder rap, if you'll answer a couple of questions.
Sure. I told the cops.
All right. Did you pick up and deliver a trunk yesterday morning?
Sure, I told him. For a guy named Winkler.
You got the trunk from Winkler?
Sure, at his apartment on East...
What did he look like? How tall?
Maybe 5'8" or 10.
What? Johnny...
Slight build or heavy or what?
I'd say about medium. Maybe 150 pounds.
Johnny...
Now, look, mister.
Now, wait a minute, you look. Did you deliver that trunk to a man named Blossom?
Sure, at 825 East 73rd Street.
What did he look like?
Him I never seen.
I knew it.
He hollered from a window that the door was open and I should put the trunk in the living room. What a junk house.
But you must have seen him later when you came back and assaulted him.
It was night then. When he come to the door, I just slugged him and let him lay there. Then I went inside where the lights was on to look for... Well, I looked for the big rock I'd read about in the paper. But then I heard a prowl car coming, so I beat it. Trunk wasn't there anyway.
Okay, Bernasconi. See you later, Randy.
Now, just a minute.
Hey, and what about me? You said it...
Item 10, 90 cents taxi to Wilbert Blossom's old brownstone house on East 73rd.
Come in, Johnny.
Thanks, Mr. Blossom. All recovered from your beating?
Oh, of course I am. Here, sit down.
You said you wanted to help me on this case.
Oh, yes, indeed. Why, this chance to work with a man I consider the finest insurance investigator in the world.
Yeah.
That's why I called you when I got the trunk with Mr. Winkler's body in it.
Mr. Blossom, why don't you tell
All
the
my
truth?
drab, dull life, I wanted to be a detective, an investigator. And this was my chance. My chance... Tell the truth, did you say?
Mr. Blossom, listen to some facts for a minute and see what conclusions you draw from them.
Oh, deductions. Like a detective.
To begin with, this house of yours so full of, well, junk.
I told you, Johnny, I like things. I like things.
But it also has a lot of fine paintings, sculpture, china, jewelry.
Oh, I like all sorts of things, especially if they're fine and rare. And bargains.
Like the Green Eye of Calcutta?
Oh, my. The most beautiful emerald in the world.
And I would conclude that you'd do just about anything to have that stone.
Yes, sir, Johnny. I'd reach the same conclusion.
Okay. Now, when Albert Winkler and the emerald disappeared, it was in the papers that Inter Allied had written policies on them. Conclusion?
Yes, sir. I would deduce that you would be called in.
Wouldn't it be smart, then, if the killer was afraid I'd eventually get around to him anyway? Wouldn't it be smart for him to call me in and offer to help me? As a cover-up for what he'd done?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. Or at least he'd think it would. Oh, yes, I guess he thought it would.
Another thing, Mr. Blossom.
Oh? What is it, Johnny?
The body was packed in the trunk with old newspapers. Like these you keep piled around.
Oh, why, yes. And I would
So obvious that both Randy Singer and I overlooked them completely.
Oh, well, there's so many things piled around here. You couldn't be expected as... Johnny.
Yeah?
What really made you decide that... Well, I'd like to know.
All right. Albert Winkler was a frail little old man, about 4'11", not much over 100 pounds.
Yes, he was.
But the man who bought the trunk and had it sent to Winkler's apartment, who gave his name as Winkler, that man was about 5'9", 155 pounds. And he wore thick, old-fashioned steel-rimmed glasses.
But, Johnny, I can't see without them.
Then there's the truck driver. The man who ordered the trunk delivered to this house gave his name as Winkler, too. But Winkler was dead by then. Dead from a blow inflicted not by some big bruiser, but by somebody of, say, your build.
Oh, that awful truck driver who thought the emerald would be in the trunk and came here to steal it and who beat me up. I suppose you want the emerald?
Yeah.
Here, Johnny, I kept it in this old coffee pot that I picked up at an auction sale. Real bargain, too. Oh, isn't it a beautiful stone? Oh, if only Mr. Winkler would have sold it to me. At a bargain, that is. Then none of this would have happened. Well, I guess we better go now, hadn't we? It's such a silly thing. Me trying to act like a detective. I guess I didn't even make a very good killer. Did I?
Why? Just this overpowering passion to have things? Maybe. Or maybe it was just a reaction. A last desperate attempt to some way, any way, break from a lifetime of lonely, dull, drab idleness. I don't know. But for some crazy reason, I feel sorry for the funny little old character who turned killer. Expense account total, including incidentals and fare back to Hartford, $61.55. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, a case so simple, so easy, so obvious, that it proves almost impossible to solve. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood. It is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote tonight's story. Heard in our cast were Howard McNear, Herb Ellis, Herb Bygren, Junius Matthews, Herb Butterfield, Frank Gersel, and Johnny Jacobs. Musical supervision is by Jerry Goldsmith. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Dan Cubberly speaking.
Johnny Dollar has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Johnny Dollar.
This is Jack Price, Johnny.
Corpus Christi, Texas?
That's right.
Try Western Life Insurance Company.
No.
No.
No, Johnny. I've just taken over the office of Providential Property Insurance down here.
Oh, that's a good company, Jack.
Only I'm beginning to wish I had.
Oh, what's the matter?
Less than a week heading up this operation, and I get presented with a claim for $465,000.
Wowee.
But maybe, I hope, you could keep us from having to pay it.
Well, I don't know about
So,
that.
Johnny, if you'd like to earn yourself a nice big commission in addition to your expense account, of course.
Now let me see. My commission on $465,000. Tell me all, Jackson.
You fly on down here and I'll be glad to.
Right, I'll grab the first plane I can.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Providential Property Insurance Company, Corpus Christi, Texas office. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Canary matter. After hanging up on him, I realized that Jack Price hadn't told me a single thing about the case he wanted me to handle. But who cares when it means a commission on nearly $500,000? So item one on the expense account is $128, plane fare and incidentals, Hartford to Corpus Christi, Texas. Price met me at the Cliff Mouse Airport. We piled into his car and headed for town.
Johnny, I've made a reservation for you at the Driscoll Hotel on North Broadway.
Oh?
You'll get yourself a good night's sleep, and you can start on this matter first thing in the morning.
Well, what's the matter with right now? At least you can tell me what it's all about. Well?
The Canary Diamonds.
Canary?
Yeah.
You mean they're for the bird?
Oh, now, wait.
I'm sorry.
Matter of fact, Johnny, they happen to be the most perfectly matched set of yellow diamonds in the world. A necklace, a brooch, and a solitaire and a ring. Called the Canary Diamonds because of their color.
No.
They were stolen from Mrs. Clara Barnes Smithwick Tyson Brown.
Oh, brother, that's a mouthful. Now, who is she?
The reason she's so loaded with jewels, and about everything else an old lady could want, is that Tyson made a few $1 million in oil, and when he died about 4 years ago, he left her a considerable fortune, mostly in the stock market.
Tyson?
J.R. Tyson.
I thought you said her string of names ended in Brownfield.
About a year ago, she married young Augustus Brownfield.
Oh, I see. Brownfield loaded too?
He's been up and down over the years. Mostly down, I'm afraid.
Until he married the rich widow Tyson.
Well, yes.
How old is he?
10 or 15 years younger than she is. About 45, I'd say.
So that's it.
Now, Johnny, you and that suspicious mind of yours.
What, Jackson?
You'd make a suspect out of your own mother.
Oh, look, where there's nearly $500,000 involved.
But you're wrong if you think he had anything to do with the loss of these jewels. I'm sure of it, Johnny.
Yeah, we'll see.
I've known Gus Brownfield for years. I'm sure he's on the level. That's why, in spite of all his wife's money, he's trying so hard to make a go of his little cannery business.
Cannery?
It's just a small operation for the luxury trade.
What do you mean?
Oh, kumquats, guavas, lychee nuts, things like that. For the fancy restaurants. Real expensive stuff.
Oh, I see.
His customers are mostly places like Antoine's in New Orleans, Romanoff's in Beverly Hills, the Chambord in New York. Even some of the fancy cafes in London, Paris, and Rome.
But now how and when and where did these Canary Diamonds disappear?
Well, it was several weeks ago. They'd gone out for the evening.
No servants?
Only the deaf old cook in her little room in the basement. The others were all off duty out of the house.
And?
Well, when they got home, she went to the wall safe to put back a pair of earrings she'd worn. When she opened it, she found the Canary Diamonds were gone.
Anything else taken?
No. In spite of the fact there were other valuable things in the safe.
They called in the police, I hope.
Oh, of course.
Well, what did they find?
Nothing.
Fingerprints?
Whatever prints may have been on the dial of the safe have been carefully wiped off. The only thing the police are sure of is that it was a professional job.
Hey, Jack, who knows the contents of that wall safe?
Only the two of them, Mr. and Mrs. Brownfield.
You're sure of that?
That's what she told me when she reported the loss.
Oh, she reported?
Yes.
And he was the only other person who knew that combination?
Johnny, they were out together that evening.
Where do they live? Let's go over and see them.
At this hour?
Sure, why not?
Well, besides, I told them I'd bring you over in the morning.
So what? And if they don't expect us, well, who knows? Maybe we'll learn more than when they do.
Johnny, if this is because you suspect Gus Brownfield...
Now, did I say that?
It's what you mean, isn't it?
Come on, Jackson, let's go see him. Well?
All right, Johnny. Whatever you say.
The Brownfield home was a mansion, a beautiful place worth plenty of money. Mrs. Clara Barnes Smithwick Tyson Brownfield was about 60, I'd say. She was a lady in every sense of the word, with the sort of quiet dignity that goes with wealth and good breeding. Her husband, Gus, was at least 10 years younger, and, well, he seemed like just an ordinary, hard-working, nice, good-looking guy, sincerely devoted to his wife. Yeah, I must admit I liked him immediately, but then sometimes that's a danger sign. Anyhow, he pretty much repeated what Jack Price had told me, including the fact the police had gotten nowhere.
So, if there's any way I can possibly be of help to you, Mr. Dollar?
Not so much the money, Mr. Dollar. Though heaven knows the diamonds do have monetary value.
That is the understatement of the week.
Well, yes, I suppose it is. But when I think of some thief taking those beautiful stones out of their lovely mountings to dispose of them...
Mr. Brownfield, you and your wife were together all the time the night they were stolen?
Yes, we were attending a party at the home of... Oh, no, wait.
Yeah?
Right, yes. Dear, you left us for a few minutes to go over to the cannery.
Yes.
Why?
Well, when we'd passed it on the way to the party...
Yes?
Well, I'd noticed that someone had left the lights on. Probably someone who'd worked late.
Who?
Well, frankly, I didn't know.
Well, go on, please.
Well, the party'd been rather dull, so I used that as an excuse to leave for a while.
Yeah?
I drove on over to the cannery, took care of a few odds and ends at my desk, turned out the lights, and then drove back to the party.
Then we came home and found that the diamonds... Mr. Dollar.
Yes?
If you're thinking what I think you are...
That your husband had plenty of time to come here during his absence from the party?
Well, now, look here...
Plus the fact that he knows the combination to the safe?
Young man.
No.
What?
No, Mrs. Brownfield, I was thinking of something you said a minute ago. About the thief disposing of those jewels.
But, Dollar, if you think for 1 minute...
Just, hold your horses, please, Mr. Brownfield.
Young man, this is outrageous. I refuse to listen to anything more from you.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, I think you'd better, Mrs. Brownfield. If you want the Canary diamonds back.
Next time you refresh, enjoy a frosty, ice-cold Pepsi-Cola.
Sociability, Charlie.
All right, Kay, how's this? Pepsi is light, refreshes without filling. You like to refresh? Have a Pepsi right now.
Well, offer it to everybody, Charlie.
I will. Enjoy Pepsi at the fountain. It's delicious at home, too. Have one at lunch, or with a snack.
Charlie.
At the beach, or wherever you go, wherever you're thirsty. Pepsi is there.
It's here, too, in our Be Sociable song.
Be sociable, look smart, keep up to date with Pepsi. Drink light, refreshing Pepsi. Stay young and fair and debonair. Be sociable, have a Pepsi.
For the weekend, have plenty of Pepsi around. Pick up an extra carton today. CK, I'm sociable.
With Pepsi, everyone is.
And now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Dollar, this is ridiculous.
Is it, Mr. Brownfield?
And I suppose the fact that my cannery business is not particularly profitable.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
I suppose you've decided that that's a motive for the theft of the diamonds.
Well, I suppose it could be, couldn't it?
Now, listen, Johnny, this is ridiculous.
Take it easy, Jack.
This is not only ridiculous, it's insulting. I must ask that you gentlemen leave this house immediately. Mr. Price?
Of course, Mrs. Brown.
Now, just a minute.
No. I've had enough of this.
Did I say I suspected your husband, Mrs. Brownfield?
Did you need to?
No, because I didn't mean to.
What?
That's right. But I did say that your talk about how a thief might dispose of the stones gave me an idea.
You mean about how someone else might have taken them and will try to get rid of them?
Something like that, Jackson.
But who, Johnny?
Yes, Doc.
Young man, I still resent your implication, deliberate or otherwise.
On the other hand, Mrs. Brownfield, since your husband might seem to be the one logical suspect...
Young man.
Perhaps I'd better play a little hunch I have before talking any further with you folks.
Young man.
Come on, Jack. Take me over to my hotel. My snide suggestion that Gus Brownfield at least could have taken the stones had got a reaction, all right. But it only convinced me that he was in the clear. The police had decided the whole thing was a professional job, and it would have taken a pro to crack that wall safe. And a pro would have sense enough not to try disposing of such distinctive stones in this country, in or out of the original settings. A pro would have some way of getting them out of the United States. But to where? And heavens knows he'd had plenty of time to get them almost anywhere. So there in my hotel room, still acting on a hunch, I was about to make a transatlantic phone call, but I didn't. Not then. Yeah?
Johnny?
Who's that?
Doc.
Doug Johnstone?
That's right.
Well.
Hey, John.
Come in, Doug. Come on in.
Well, so you couldn't stay away from our fair city, huh?
Yeah, how'd you know I was here? Hey, sit down.
Oh, I just happened to run into Jack. Jack Price. He told me he just dropped you off and told me why you'd come.
Oh?
I knew that if I didn't step in and give you a hand, why, that other Jack would never forgive me.
The, other Jack?
Yeah, Jack Johnstone, that wayward brother of mine out in L.A.
Oh.
Dramatizes all these wild cases of yours, puts them on the air.
Hey, you know something, Doug? I've often wished I could drag that brother of yours into some of these cases to see what it's really like. All he does is write them up and put them on tape. If he'd help me figure some of them out for a change.
Won't I do?
Huh?
Matter of fact, I have figured this one out.
Oh, so now I have competition. Hey, you're serious?
That's right, Johnny. The man who stole the Canary Diamonds is now resting comfortably in a local Who Scout.
You're kidding. Then I'll keep this clean.
Oh, sure. Look, Johnny, Gus Brownfield's an old friend of mine. So when the stones were stolen and looked as though Brownie might be suspect, well, I decided to play detective.
Yeah, well, keep talking, Doug. And I hope you haven't put me out of business.
I tried. Who knows? Maybe I have. Anyhow, I'm pretty familiar with Gus's cannery and the people who work in it.
Yeah?
And there was one man in his shipping department. Well, when I heard about the robbery, I started digging through old newspaper files down at the library. Took me weeks, Johnny, but I knew I'd seen that guy's face before. And sure enough, I found his picture alongside the story of a jewel heist that took place 15 years ago.
Who is he?
Les Murdoch. That means something to you,
Oh, Fingers Murdoch.
Sure.
Safe man for that international gems gang back in 45.
That's the guy.
Yeah, but I thought he got 20 years.
Well, good behavior got him off nearly 2 years ago.
And he was working in Brownfield's cannery?
In the shipping department.
Oh.
Well, I told the police about it. We descended on him a couple of hours ago, gave him a cock and bull story about having found some of his fingerprints around, and he confessed.
Well, good. Good work.
Well, now that I've solved the case for you, you can buy me a drink and be on your merry way back to Hartford.
Sure. And the jewels?
The jewels.
Well,
Johnny, the police have tried every trick in the book on him. Now, he won't say what he's done with them.
In other words, my end of this case is only beginning.
What do you mean?
Bring the dirty criminal to justice? That's for the police, not me. What I'm hired to do is get those diamonds back.
Johnny, if Murdoch won't say what he's done with them, and believe me, there's nothing in the world that's going to make him... You got any bright ideas? What'll you do?
Well, you want to know something, Doug? You got a good question.
Smoking more now, but enjoying it less.
Have a real cigarette. Have a Camel.
So good.
Have a Camel cigarette.
So rich.
Have a real cigarette. Have a Camel.
So mild.
Have a Camel cigarette.
And here's the reason why.
Best tobacco makes the best smoke. Have a Camel cigarette.
You can say that again.
Best tobacco makes the best smoke. Have a Camel cigarette.
If you're smoking more these days, but enjoying it less, then change to Camels, the best-tasting cigarette of all. Start to really enjoy smoking again.
Now back to yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the canned canary matter.
I went down to the Corpus Christi Central Jail and wasted an hour trying to get something out of Fingers Murdoch.
Go on, Dollar. Get out of here and let me sleep.
Murdoch.
And don't give me this bull again about going easy with me if I tell you where the rocks are, because I know better.
Look, listen to me, will you?
Instead, I'll just serve another stretch, and then when I get out...
If you live that long.
Then I'll pick up the dough for him and live on Easy Street.
Then you passed them on to a fence, huh?
Did I say that, Dollar? Now, go on. Get out of here. You bother me.
Then I remembered about some of Murdoch's earlier activities, about his international connections, about the impossibility of successfully disposing of the Canary Diamonds anywhere in the United States. Item 2, 10 cents for a phone call to Mr. Brownfield. Yes, there had been a shipment of canned goods the day after the robbery to an outfit in Paris called Imperial Import Company. The shipment was supposed to arrive there late today. Item 3, $12 for a transatlantic phone call to Paris. To a wormy little character named Louis Dumassac, who had another name for himself.
Oui, monsieur. This is your oldest, your dearest, your most devoted friend, Le Chakri, the Great Cat.
Yeah, devoted friend, huh? You mean as long as I keep forking over good American dollars for information?
But of course, monsieur.
Sure. Somebody else came along with a bigger bankroll, you'd sell me out in a second.
Oh, no, mon ami. You touch me to the quick.
Sure.
I mean, to have you put it so blunt.
All right, now tell me just one thing. What do you know about canaries?
Canaries?
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Well?
They are for the birds. Wait, well, monsieur, that's not a very funny thing I've just said.
Oh, very funny. So what about the canary diamonds?
Well, alas, I've never heard of them. But I'm sure that for a slight consideration, if I can find out all about them for you, say for $500.
Now listen, your old pal, Francois Dubuisson, the fence.
Yeah, Dubuisson.
What?
Oh, that miserable, that no good, that double-crossing. I love him dearly.
Now what's that mean?
Millions he has made smuggling jewelry and paintings into this country from your United States.
Now, with your help at times.
But of course, monsieur. But now what has he done?
What has he done?
Closed up the antique shop that he used as a front for his operations.
You mean he skipped the country?
Oh, no. He's still here at Paris.
Doing what?
Is it not unthinkable that so clever a crook should turn to a legitimate business? Under another name?
What kind of business?
Produce.
Produce?
Oui. Caviar from Russia, cheese from Holland, fine sausages from Germany.
And canned tropical fruit from here in the States.
Oui. Yeah, but how did you know?
And he calls it the Imperial Import Company.
That is so.
Then tell me where I can find him and I'll cable you $100.
But of course.
Item 4, a real wild one. $488, transportation to the airport, to Chicago, to Paris, France. Then a cab to the little warehouse called the Imperial Import Company. And somewhere along the way, I picked up a 39-cent kitchen item that just might help solve this case for me. Francois Dubuisson was more than a little surprised to see me.
Monsieur Dolin?
Yeah, surprise, huh?
And what are you doing here in Paris, huh?
Well, I want you to help me find some stolen jewels, Dubuisson.
I help you?
Mm-hmm.
After the trouble you have made for me in the past, it is to laugh, monsieur.
Yeah, well, you go right ahead and laugh, but maybe I can persuade you.
By waving that pistol in my face, huh?
I want to look at your latest shipment of canned goods from the United States.
Canned goods? No, monsieur,
Come on now. Where do you store the stuff for this phony import business you're using as a front now?
If you will put down that gun...
Maybe through this door, huh? Well, we'll see.
Monsieur!
Well, now how about this?
Will you kindly explain what you mean by this intrusion, huh?
Yep. 10 cases of fancy tropical fruits from the Brownfield Cannery in Corpus Christi, Texas.
And why not, sir?
Only one of these cans doesn't contain fruit.
I beg your pardon.
As if you didn't know. All right, here you are. Take this and we'll get to work.
And just what is this, then?
Well, now, Dubuisson, that's a fine old American institution. It's called a can opener. Yeah, I'll pry open the cases and you open the can.
Monsieur.
Huh? Until we find the canary diamonds. All right, here now. We'll start with this case right here.
Oh, I know nothing of the canary diamonds.
You are going to wield that can opener until you do.
Monsieur Dolin.
24 cans to a case, 10 cases. That shouldn't take you too long, though you might raise a handful of blisters. There you are. Get started, brother.
Have you forgotten? You have no authority here in Paris.
Oh, you've forgotten this 38 might give me all I need? And, of course, I can always call in police.
Police?
But I won't unless you make me, Dubuisson.
I would not like the police.
Oh, I know. And if you want the truth, when it happens, I'll kind of hate to see them catch up with you.
Oh?
Sure, with you in the clink, I wouldn't know where to turn when I'm over here looking for something smuggled in from the States.
Then,
But all I'm interested in at the moment is watching you get to work with that can opener. Well? Go ahead, Dubuisson.
No.
No? What do you mean by that?
It will not be necessary. I shall show you the case, the very can that contains the canary diamonds.
That easy, huh?
Oui, monsieur. Each of them bears a mark known only to me. And, of course, to the unfortunate fingers Murdoch who stole them.
Too bad, Dubuisson.
Eh?
Well, I'm really kind of sorry to hear that.
You are sorry?
Yeah. I'd kind of hoped to stand here and watch you sweat some of the rottenness out of your system. Thanks to its Paris representative, the company was able to arrange for getting the stones back to the U.S. As for Dubuisson, well, I suspect he was long gone when the police arrived at his place. Expense account total, including the trip home, $1,121 even. And, don't forget my commission on this one. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Hi. Maybe you'll recall this tuneful reminder of times past. This is Dennis James with something else worth remembering. It's this. You're so right to stay regular with Kellogg's All Brand. See, it's the normal, natural way to youthful regularity. The whole brand content of Kellogg's All Brand supplies your system with all the bulk-forming food that you need every day. There's only one All Brand. It's Kellogg's All Brand. So relieve irregularity from lack of bulk, as millions do, with a bowl full of Kellogg's All Brand each morning. ALL-BRAN. It's Kellogg's All Brand.
Now, here's our star to tell us about next week's story.
Next week, a wild flight across the country after a beautiful girl, and possibly a murder. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Jack Edwards, Russell Thorson, Stacey Harris, Jack Crucian, Forrest Lewis, and Tony Barrett. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is John Wall speaking. Greed for gold promises doom from suspense on the CBS radio network.
You know, Dooley, I've been reading up on hypnosis. Come here and let me try it on you.
I am an officer of the law and don't approve of making a man divulge his secrets. However, I'll stand by in case there's criminology involved.
I just want to clear up some of his problems, Officer Suds. But I haven't got any problems. I'm the soul of contentment. Maybe that's your trouble. You're too contented. Lie down, Dooley. You're going to sleep. I feel so good. He's under my influence. Now, little tyke, get up. Go straight to the beer of your choice.
Astounding. He's heading for Utica Club. 'Cause Utica Club will still take the trouble to age beer the natural way. Utica Club, you see. He's got no problem. He's a happy, well-adjusted beer mug.
Brewed by the West End Brewing Company of Utica, New York.
You're tuned to 590 WROW in Albany. 5:30.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
Randy Singer, Johnny.
Oh, hi, Randy. How's the New York City Police Department these days?
Well, the department's fine. Me, I'm not so sure.
Well, then maybe I'd better run on down there and cheer you up a bit, huh?
Yeah, you'd better come down here on account of Mary Grace Marshall.
Hey, how do you know Mary Grace?
The point is, you do.
Well, matter of fact, I just got back from a weekend in that town of yours. Yeah, Mary Grace and I had a ball. We took in a couple of shows, did the nightclub routine.
Yeah, I know.
Even spent Sunday afternoon together out at the... What do you mean, you know?
Johnny, your little girlfriend's been murdered.
What?
Yeah.
Randy, have you got any leads, anything to go on?
Yeah, Johnny, plenty.
Then I'll grab the first plane.
Yeah, you'd better.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Mideastern Life and Casualty Insurance Company, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Mary Grace matter. Expense account item 1, 10 cents. Phone call to the airport to reserve a seat on the first plane to New York. Item 2, phone call to Ben Perrin at the Claims Department of Mideastern Life.
Perrin here?
Ben, this is Johnny Dollar.
Oh, hello, John.
Now listen, I'm on my way down to New York at your company's expense, though the expense part is beside the point.
What? No, just wait a minute.
Mary Grace Marshall has just been murdered.
Marshall?
Your company holds a policy on her, and I'm going down there to investigate.
Well, now, wait, John, until we issue proper authorization for you to conduct the investigation.
Don't give me that, Ben. I'm going down there now.
Well, then it's completely without sanction from this or any other office.
Okay, forget it. I was trying to save time, and I thought I was doing you a favor.
Well, I suppose you are, but until a request for your services can be
I
routed through
said
the proper
forget it.
channels-
Didn't you hear me? I gotta go. Gotta catch a plane.
Well, for heaven's sake, man, what are you so up in arms about? Why you're so concerned about this particular...
Because that girl was a personal friend of mine. A very dear friend.
Oh. Well, John, I'm sorry. I can see now why you're so upset.
Yeah, I'm upset.
By all means, go ahead, officially. And if there's anything I can do...
Yeah, there is. You can stop all this yammering so I can hang up and get out of here. Goodbye.
John.
Yeah, what now?
You really cared for that girl, didn't you?
Yeah, Ben. I cared. Expense account item 3, $920. Cab to the airport and plane ticket to New York. The trip down there gave me time to think. And thinking about it hurt. Mary Grace Marshall. Tall, brunette, and very beautiful. And as straight a girl as I'd ever known. There was a time a few years ago when I'd hoped she might marry me. But she wanted to stay with her successful career as a fashion designer. And she was right. I'm not the marrying type either. So we just remained friends. We had a lot of fun together. Theaters, dancing, an occasional nightclub. Sometimes the long hair stuff, a recital or the opera. And we go to the zoo or the circus, a boxing match or a baseball game. Or just go for a quiet walk in the park. And often just a long, quiet evening in her apartment over a tall, cool drink and good conversation. A goodnight kiss? Sure. But that was all. Now she was gone. And believe me, somebody was going to pay. Item 4, $6 even for a fast taxi to the 18th Precinct headquarters and Sergeant Randy Singer.
Come on in, Johnny. Close the door.
Sure. Hi.
Better sit down, huh?
Yeah. All right, when did it happen, Randy, and how? You said on the phone you have some leads.
Clues all over the place. They all point toward one person.
Oh.
Toward the one person known to have been with her at about the time the coroner says she was killed.
How was she killed?
Struggle. Fell and struck her head on the base of the fireplace. Cigarette, Johnny?
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Incidentally, so far I've been able to keep this thing out of the papers.
Oh, hey, give me a light, will you? I seem to have forgotten my lighter.
Yeah, you have. Here.
Thanks.
Now, the coroner says she was killed Sunday night, late.
What?
By somebody who must have spent several hours with her.
You said late Sunday night. That's a...
Go on, Johnny.
Hey, look, stop snapping that lighter and... Wait a minute, where'd you get that?
According to all the evidence, it was left behind by whoever murdered Mary Grace Marshall. Here. Look familiar?
Are you crazy? This lighter is mine.
Yeah, Johnny. I know.
And now, Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Mary Grace Matter. Mary Grace Marshall, an old friend, a very dear one, murdered in her New York apartment on East 77th Street. Sergeant Randy Singer, my old friend at 18th Precinct Homicide, had called me immediately.
And when I got there, showed me a very damning piece of evidence.
Presented to Special Investigator Johnny Dollar by the International...
Sure, of course it's my lighter. And I must have left it in Mary Grace's apartment Sunday night. But that certainly doesn't mean that I killed her.
Coroner says she died about the same time you were there.
Oh, how do you know what time I was there?
Wife of Charlie Walker, the building superintendent, Johnny. She saw you leave.
That isn't enough evidence to convict a fly, and you know it.
There's plenty more.
Yeah, like what?
Your fingerprints all over the place?
Well, sure, I told you.
Cigarette butts, same brand you smoke.
So what is that?
A lot of them, Johnny. Like a very nervous smoker.
Well, I was with her all evening.
Doing what?
Oh, now look, Randy. Surely you can't be serious. You can't think for a minute.
Look, Johnny. This is my case, nobody else's. I'm keeping it that way. I've kept it out of the papers. I think you know why.
Oh, sure I know why. Because we've been buddy-buddy for so long, you want to be sure that if anybody hangs me, you will, for old times' sake.
I asked you what you were doing.
Well, let me tell you something, Randy. That girl meant a lot to me.
What were you doing
shut up
Sunday
and tell
night?
me what other evidence you have, what you know that can help me find out who... I'm sorry, Randy. Sure, it's your job. I'd probably do the same thing to you under the circumstances.
If you didn't, I wouldn't have any use for you.
But don't you see... Okay, look. We spent Sunday afternoon at the zoo, the Bronx Zoo. Went up on the subway. We walked a lot, got pretty tired. I promised her a dinner at the Chambord over on 3rd Avenue. But she said she had some food at the apartment, so we went back there. Then we just sat around and talked, played some music, that's all.
And had some drinks.
Yeah, I picked up a bottle of scotch on the way.
How many drinks?
Oh, 1 or 2 light ones is all.
Sorry, Johnny, that bottle was nearly empty.
But that's him. Who discovered the body?
Mrs. Walker, wife of the apartment super. The one who saw you leave shortly after hearing the screams that made her...
Screams?
Yeah, that made her finally go up and look in the Marshall girl's apartment.
She's crazy, Randy. You're lying.
Can you prove it?
I'd like to talk to that woman.
I think
she's off her rocker, if she told you she... What'd you say?
I think you ought to see her.
Huh? But if I'm your big suspect...
Well, sure you are. Until you can help me prove I'm wrong.
We drove over to the place on 77th Street in a prowl car. Everything was exactly as it had been when I'd left Sunday night, except that there were signs of a struggle, as Randy had said. A chair and a lamp had been knocked over, the hi-fi shoved aside when she'd fallen at the fireplace. Even the bottle of scotch from which I'd poured a couple of small...
What's the matter, Johnny?
Well, I'm not sure, Randy, but... Well, I'd have sworn I left this bottle out in the kitchenette where I...
Huh? Hey, are you making more prints?
Yeah. Look, this bottle of soda, 3/4 full. You don't kill most of a bottle of scotch with only this much soda.
Unless you're drinking it straight.
Oh, who drinks it straight these days? An alcoholic?
Or somebody who needs a jolt for his nerve.
Maybe.
Want to go downstairs and talk to the super's wife?
Yeah, let's. The superintendent's wife turned out to be a living doll. Young, pretty, with too much makeup. The sort who looked like she decided to get out of the chorus line for a quieter life as the wife of a building superintendent. I noticed a peculiar, spicy kind of odor when she first let us in, but thought nothing of it at the time.
Now, you're sure this is the man you saw leaving Miss Marshall's apartment, Mrs. Walker?
I was standing right here in this doorway. It was after I heard her screaming up there, around midnight.
You're sure you heard her scream?
Well, my husband heard it first. He woke me up, pounding on the wall between our bedrooms.
Well, didn't he get up to investigate?
Oh, no, the lazy... Well, he's been sick. He's still sick. But then I heard the screaming, so I run into his room and asked him what to do. Go back to bed and forget it, he says. It's probably just a party upstairs.
Then you went up and found the body, huh?
Well, first I tried to sleep, but I kept thinking I heard noises.
From upstairs?
Well, no.
You sure?
It was like maybe my husband was getting up or something.
Go on.
Well, finally, about 2 a.m., I went up to her apartment. When she didn't answer my knock, I let myself in. And there she was, dead.
Who called the police, you or your husband?
Him? Besides, I told you he was sick. He still is.
I'd like to talk with him.
Oh, sure. If he's sober enough. Come on.
That was a funny crack. If her husband really was sick. She led us toward the rear of the apartment, and I mistakenly started to enter her bedroom. That peculiar odor again, only more pronounced. And believe me, it was an arpege.
Here, mister, this way.
Her husband's bedroom was pretty much of a mess, untidy, with pictures of bathing beauties, calendar art, and some striking pictures of Mary Grace Marshall plastered all over the walls. This room had an odor about it, too, of stale booze.
Here you are, Charlie.
No, I tell you, I don't want any more of that stuff.
Well, you seem to think it'd make you feel better.
I did. What did you... Oh, the cop again.
That's right, Mr. Walker.
And this is the guy seen coming down from your girlfriend's apartment after all the screaming. His name's Johnny something.
You actually heard screaming up there, Mr. Walker?
Yeah, awful racket. Woke me up. Scared me.
What do you mean?
That poor girl up there. All alone.
Only she wasn't alone.
But then it stopped. I figured maybe I'd been wrong. Had a nightmare or something.
Yeah, sure. A dream about her. You think about me for a change instead of dreaming about that dame.
Shut up.
Talking about her, dreaming about her, sneaking around to have a look at her when she came home.
Shut up, I tell you.
If you wasn't sick, I think you'd sneaked up there and done her in because you couldn't have her.
Will you take her out of here?
It wouldn't be the first time a drunken bum has killed somebody.
Shut up! Shut up! Mrs. Walker, I thought I told you this man was supposed to be kept quiet.
Oh, well, now look, Doctor,
Doc, yet I walk in here and find this sort of thing going on. Go on, all of you. Out of here while I attend this man.
Just a minute, Doctor.
Out immediately. This is a heart case complicated by a very serious virus infection.
Doc, if I can have just one
Later, officer. I must save this man's life.
Come on, Randy. You too, Mrs. Walker.
Yeah, sure.
He's been getting alcohol again, strictly against my order.
Now, look here, Mrs. Walker. No, wait. Huh? Come on upstairs with me again. Oh? What'd you think of? A couple of things, Randy, that I believe will clinch this case so fast. Come on.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Mary Grace Matter.
What do you mean, clinch the case, Johnny? Didn't you hear enough from Charlie Walker and his wife? Yeah, I heard plenty, Randy. Well, then what's the point of coming back here to the dead girl's apartment? Let me show you something here in the kitchenette. A scotch bottle. You shouldn't pick that up, Johnny. Print? Yeah, prints. That way your boys dusted over them to show them up. But look. Yeah? Right here they're smeared, see? By a piece of cloth. Sure, he tried to erase them when he killed that bottle. Now come on back to the living room. And here, take a look at this. Well, what's the hi-fi set got to do with I told you Mary Grace and I sat here Sunday night talking and playing records. So? This record on the turntable is the same one we were playing just before I left her. Look at it. Dolorima by Vingetti. Never heard of it. We shut it off because it got too noisy in the death scene from that opera, huh? Listen. Yeah, here it is. Holy. It sounds like somebody... Shut it off! I'll be darned. Sure. The screams that Walker and his wife said they heard. And that record's what gave him the idea. And now it's a matter of pinning it on him. All right, what have you got for his motive? Motive? Are you kidding? Didn't you see those pictures of all those beautiful those babes he has on the wall of his room? And the pictures of the Marshall girl? All right. He was gone for Mary Grace, talked about her, dreamed about her, had her pictures all over his room, but she wouldn't give him a tumble. All right. All right. So he hits the bottle heavier than ever on account of this frustration over the Marshall girl. Wouldn't be the first time that sort of thing has happened. Happens all the time. So if he can't have her, he's going to kill her. You see my point? Yeah, and it's well taken, Randy. All right. Last weekend, you're taking his dream girl out on the town, having a good time with her, doing all the things he wished he could do. Go on. Well, it's too much for him, driving him out of his rum-soaked mind. Then he hears that screaming on that opera record. It gives him the idea. He wakes up his wife, so she'll hear it, too, so his wife will think somebody's getting killed up there. But he doesn't let her go up there, right? Sounds good, Randy. After his wife goes back to bed, that's when she saw you leave, he goes up there and kills the girl. But if he was as sick as he appears to have been... John, the time like that, a man gets superhuman strength. Strength of a madman, they call it. And listen. I'm listening. His wife said she thought she heard him walking around, remember? I remember. So that's it. She finally got up, came up here, and found the body. So naturally, she tied it all in with the screams her old man woke her up to hear. And that suited him perfectly. She couldn't help but alibi for him. Come on, let's get downstairs again. I realize, Johnny, it's all circumstantial, and I still have to pin it on him. Or her. But I'll hold him on suspicion. Or her.
The same circumstances would work just as well for Walker's wife if she were the killer.
Yeah, but what about the motive?
Jealous wife.
Jealous that somebody taking that drunken bum out of her hair?
That funny odor I noticed about her when I first stepped into this place. I finally remembered what it is.
Hey, I noticed that, like a cooking spice.
Well, it is sometimes. Cardamom seed.
Cardamom?
Yeah, they used to call it the drunkard's friend. A man could booze all night, chew a couple of cardamom seeds, kiss his wife goodnight, she'd never be the wiser.
Well, I'll be...
That odor was so strong in her bedroom that... Well, maybe she's the lush, huh?
Hey.
And tried to make the same thing out of her husband, on the excuse it would make him feel better.
You mean he isn't a heavy drinker, Doctor?
No, he is not.
Doctor, you said he has a heart condition.
A very serious one. Complicated by a...
Yeah, I know. Could he possibly have got out of bed, climbed those stairs Sunday night, struggled with and killed someone?
The odds against his surviving such a thing are 1,000,000 to 1. 100 million.
All right, I heard it all. That means you're going to start accusing me of killing that girl up there.
Mrs. Walker, I told you to stay out of your husband's room.
Yeah? Well, he's dead, Doc.
Dead?
I don't know what you give him, but he's dead.
Did you give him more liquor?
No.
But you gave him enough before I came to... Wait here, all of you.
Well, you going to try to pin that Marshall dame on me now that Charlie's gone?
You've already pinned it on yourself, Mrs. Walker.
What?
You thought you'd left no fingerprints on that bottle up there.
Well, I didn't. I used a handkerchief.
Yeah? That's what I thought.
But, no, wait a minute. I didn't mean that.
Too late, I'm afraid.
Oh, no, it ain't.
Put down that gun, Mrs. Walker.
All right. So I killed that dame on the second floor. And if I have to kill you,
Yeah. Thanks, Doctor.
It's quite all right, sir.
Well, Randy, there's your killer. Happy?
Yeah? I guess I ought to be. You?
It doesn't bring back Mary Grace. Expense account total, including transportation back to Hartford? No, wait. I took on this case myself because of Mary Grace and, well, whatever she may have meant to me is none of the company's business. Oh, sure, you'll have to pay the claim on her policy, but let it go at that, will you? The rest is on me. I want it that way, understand? For old time's sake. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cubberly speaking.
This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.